Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you guys having a BMW guys and you need to remove or replace Valvetronic motor gaskets. Stay with us and we'll explain guys how to do that. It takes only a couple minutes and you can do it at home, not too complicated, but there are a few things that you need to know, otherwise guys you have a really hard time. So make sure to stay until the end and we'll share very helpful information. All the tools, parts, gaskets that we'll be using, anything that you need to buy guys, we'll share the links in the description of the video below. So check it out, we share it for your convenience and you can see where we get all our tools and parts from. Another thing guys, every single car we get at the shop we make at least 200 free repair videos. And why we do that? Because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need guys in return, please subscribe to the channel and like the video, that way we can keep providing this free information to you. So let me show you guys what we have here guys. Okay, first we'll need to remove the Valvetronic motor to get to the gasket. This is your Valvetronic motor, that's what it looks like. You can find that on BMW N51, N52 and N53 engines. That engine guys has been used, okay, in BMW 1 Series, 3 Series, 5 Series, 6 and 7 Series in Europe. Also guys has been used on BMW X1, X3 and X5. So it's one of the most popular engines you can think of guys. And the gasket is right here, but check out how much oil our gasket is leaking in the valve cover. Now there could be another reason for that, and we'll explain as we go what can cause that leak of oil in the valve cover. But before we start, let me tell you something guys. Check out this channel, Electrical Car Repair Live. We have information that can save you thousands of dollars on car diagnostics, fixing your vehicle as well, fuses, relays, so check it out, subscribe. We have very helpful information on BMWs. Let's go ahead and start removing the Valvetronic motor now. So, you may have two different designs of engine covers. One is that attaches with 4 rubber bushings to the valve cover. The other kind could be the one that you have screws on the, okay, you see 2 screws on the front, then you need to remove screws in order to remove it. Now, ours is just the one with the bushing, so you just grab and pull it out guys. That's where the bushings are located, 4 of them, and they attach to the valve cover guys, upper valve cover right here. 1 place, 2 places, then we have 3 and 4. Now, this is guys your Valvetronic motor. Most of the people think it's super easy to remove, but it's not guys, it's not as easy as you think. Why? You have 1 bolt here, 1 bolt there and a wiring harness, and you think super easy, but no, there is something hidden. We're going to share that as we go. First, we need to remove the ignition coils on cylinder number 3 and 4 in order to get to the Valvetronic motor bolts on the side. So we need to disconnect the wiring harness and pull the ignition coils out. Same thing applies to the other side. So let's do that. Perfect. And grab it out. Now, what else we need to do guys? Okay, right here. These 2 bolts are easy to reach, but there is another one that's actually underneath. Okay, and it's all the way underneath here. And that bolt you have to access it from this side, but in order to do that you need to move the wiring harness a little bit out, otherwise you will not be able to get your tools in. We're going to get guys, this is the tool, reverse torque socket. Okay, let me just focus quick. Okay, having a little bit of hard time. Perfect. This is the socket guys, and now we're going to remove the ground wire under cylinder number 5. Okay, you can see where we are. Remove that bolt. This bolt is holding the ground wire for ignition coil number 4, 5 and 6, and actually holds the wiring harness to the valve cover. Okay, so we're almost out with that bolt. Then we have another bolt, okay, right here. And this one is even more important because we have ignition coil 1, 2 and 3, and you have the ground wire coming from the body. So it's very important to not to forget to connect all these ground wires later, otherwise your car may not work correctly guys, or it may not even start at all. Now you can grab the wiring harness, pull up and pull it out, and you gain quite a bit of room. If you need more room, disconnect all the ignition coils and you can move it even more. Now we'll be disconnecting the wire for the Valvetronic motor, and usually guys the bolt that we'll need to remove, okay, it's right here on the bottom. We pre-loosen ours, that's what the bolt looks like. We'll be using reverse torques number 8, okay, and you unscrew the whole bolt out. Okay, you can see where it's located, but it's on the other side. I cannot put the camera in there, and you're ready guys to remove it. Now once you do that, what you need to do, you need to get the same tool and remove the 2 bolts that we have, okay, on the side. Those are super easy. once you start removing the second one, what will happen? Actually, this is the shaft is spring loaded, so it may push the motor out a little bit. That's perfectly fine. Later when you install it, you have to get the two bolts tied together at the same time, one on each side, then tighten the other one a little bit, then come back to the first one so it can evenly go in. Okay, this one is almost out as well, and now we can just go ahead and we can grab our Valvetronic motor, you can see, and it came out just like that. So with all that being said, Valvetronic motor is out. This is the gasket. You're supposed to, guys, just grab it for these two tabs and pull it out. But this gasket is so burnt, it's so old that it's stuck. So what we do, we usually get a small screwdriver, guys, and we're going to pry it out. Now you have to be extremely careful, okay, not to damage your cylinder head on the inside, or to damage the valve cover, because you can damage it with a screwdriver. This is the gasket, it came out. It's super important later when you get the new gasket, clean everything right here, because check out, all that stuff will not let the new gasket contact correctly, and as a result, guys, what will happen, actually you can still develop that leak and that gasket practically turn into plastic. The rubber part is so hard, guys. Now if you have leak here, okay, that leak could be caused by that bolt here as well, because that bolt actually is part of the valve cover gasket, and we'll have a video on the channel that explains how to remove and replace that valve cover gasket, so definitely, guys, check it out. But putting it together, everything is practically in reverse order that we took it apart. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.